Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Yes, y'all, did a little something to my head. Cause when you watching this, I'm on a cruise. She's on a cruise and she is on vacation and I'm excited. Today is actually the Thursday before I leave, and I thought I would this time I thought I would make some videos for you guys to watch while I'm on my trip and not have anything going on. And plus, cause I'm gonna be gone. This is gonna be my first 7-day cruise, and I've never been on a cruise this long. So I'm trying to prepare y'all, trying to prepare everybody for me being gone. But my friend Claudette and Rolling with the Rowleys sent me some videos she did. Is like a questionnaire. It says the wanderlust tag. Not totally sure what that means, but I did watch the video and I liked the questions, so I'm gonna do this tag. And it has 15 questions. Some of them, I think it was like 2 of them that I saw that I've never done, so I can't answer. But it's like a travel. This is gonna be a travel related tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First question is, what was your first plane to? The first time I ever flew on a plane, I was, let me see, how old was I? 19, 18, 19. I had just not too long had Michaela. So I was like 19. No, I was like 20. I was like 20. I have to think about it. I was like 20. And I went to this youth conference in Washington, D.C. And we flew from Birmingham to Newark, New Jersey, then back down to D.C. And that was the first time I ever flew on a plane. And I was so scared when I flew on that plane because I had never been, like flying on a plane or anything like that before. And I was like so scared. I don't know why I was so scared, but I was like so scared because that was not something that I grew up doing or knowing about. And when I finally got on there and was on it, I was like, oh my God, like this is kind of relaxing. And I'm a nervous person, like to be in a car and stuff like that. Flying to me is sort of relaxing, like that maybe it's that airplane noise or whatever that soothes me, but it's kind of relaxing to me. Anyway, next question. Where have you traveled that you would love to visit again? Few places, but I will say that when I went to, I'm going to name my top 3. I went to St. Thomas last May, and I really would love to go back to St. Thomas again. It was not on a cruise ship. It was just a girls' trip. We flew there, and that was my first time ever flying, like, from, even though it's still considered U.S., but it was from the U.S. over the water. And what amazed me was all you saw was water, and then next thing you know, it's ground. It's like, wow. And it was just, I just really enjoyed everything about that trip. Number 2, and it's gonna sound so crazy, I would love to go to Vegas. Like, really, I would love to go to the West Coast again. I have been to the West Coast. I've been to Vegas twice and California once, and I just really want to go on that side of the United States again. And then 3 is New York. I went to New York one time, and I don't feel like I experienced it enough for real. I know all this don't sound like too foreign or amazing or whatever, but it's just something that I want to do because I'm like, okay, I need to go back to New York. I need to go back to Vegas, and I want to go back to St. Thomas. I feel like I need at least 2 go rounds of those. Number 3, you're leaving tomorrow. Money is not an object. Where would you go? I probably, if money wasn't an object, I probably would go. And I'm not. I want to pick a. I want to pick a cruise. I really want to pick a cruise, like a 14-day cruise, and like hit up all those like islands, the ABC islands, and all that stuff. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and pick something else. I probably would go over to London. It, my whole family knows that I am like royalty, okay? I watch everything about the Queen. I know everything that goes on in the royal family. They probably don't care nothing about me, but I want to go to England and do a royal tour. It's called a royal tour. You go see all of the castles. You even get to go inside Buckingham Palace, like the part that the people can go in, not where the Queen is. But I would love to do that. It costs a lot of money to do that royal tour. But yeah, that's where I want to go. And let me see, what was I? I was on 3. Number 4, preferred method of travel: plane, train, or car. Plane, okay? Plane, 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 plane. Reason why I say that is because for me, I do not like being in a car. I don't like anybody else to drive. I don't like driving myself. I will. I don't like being in the car for long periods of time. We drove from Birmingham, Alabama to Miami. That took like, I think it took us like 18 hours. I wanted to die. And then the thought, what really made the trip worse was at the end, because I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get back in this car and drive home. And train is okay, but it's slow too. It's very slow being in a train. I would probably be okay with being in a train over a car. And plane, okay, yeah, I will meet you there. I will meet, y'all can drive and ride in the train all you want to. I will get in a plane and fly there in a mo anytime. Anytime, okay? Because a plane will get you there. Because even for instance, let's just take for instance, if you going to, let's say, California, and from over this side of the country, it's gonna take you like 5 to 6 hours flying if you going like straight. Because I think it took like 4 or 5 hours to get to Las Vegas, and that was with a layover. But I think it takes like maybe about 5 or 6 hours to fly straight from where I live to like California. That's okay. Because if I got in a car or got on a train and drove there, it would take days. Days. I can go on a rant about that, but I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm not going to go on a rant. My preferred method would be a plane, okay? They didn't put cruise ship on this because I probably would take a cruise ship because, of course, on a cruise, I can at least have entertainment and stuff like that. So I probably would prefer a cruise over a plane, but they ain't put that in there. So, next question, favorite travel website. I don't know, because I am a person who all over the place. Like, there's some people who, if they booking a hotel, they might go to book it, and they might go to book it like that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Google. You know what? My favorite travel website is Google. We're gonna say Google. I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying Google. Because when I'm looking for a deal, like on a hotel, on car rental, on flight tickets, I'm going to Google it, especially for a flight. Cause like, even like, okay, let's say like the trip that I'm going on in June, we going to somewhere in Mexico. My sister was like, oh, we can do cheap Caribbean. It's all in one package, blah blah blah, yada yada. And I was okay with that, but I still Googled those flights to see, okay, is it cheaper for me to book this flight on another website than book the hotel on this website? You know, like, I will go all over the place. So I'm going to say Google is my travel website, because I'm going to Google it first and see if, you know, like, if it's a deal before I commit to that website. Google, and if it's a hotel, Hilton, because I like to get Hilton points. People don't understand, Hilton points are everything to me, because I can use Hilton points on my Amazon account and buy stuff on Amazon. I can use Hilton points and turn around and get money off of my hotel stay, get a free hotel. I can get Hilton points from doing Lyft. I normally, when I do like, instead of doing Uber, I normally do Lyft so I can get those points. Because you can get points for Hilton or for Delta. And you get more points going towards Hilton than you do Delta. Yeah, anyway. But again, Google gonna be my number one because Google gonna help me get whatever deal I need to get. Okay, next, where would you travel just to eat food? New Orleans. Just from the places that I've been to, and I love to eat. Everywhere I go, I will go and eat the food or whatever. Hands down, if I go to New Orleans, I'm definitely gonna get some good food no matter where I eat it. So probably New Orleans, even though I'm kind of over New Orleans. New Orleans is kind of like an overkill because I've been so many times. But that would be the place I fly to because that's what I know. Now I may go somewhere else, and this may change. It could opt to change, but as of right now, because that's what I know, New Orleans is the place that I can go to, and I know hands down, no matter where I eat at, the food is gonna be good. Um, is there a place you would never travel to again? Trying to think. I don't know if there's somewhere that I went to and I'm just like, no, I'm never gonna go here again. I mean, I did not enjoy, and this was a long time ago. I did not enjoy my stay in Fort Lauderdale. Back in the archives of Just Kite TV, there's a video that's like a story time of Scary Cruise. We went on Scary Cruise. Anyway, we had to stay in Fort Lauderdale for a day before we went on that cruise, and everybody there was rude. Okay, even people like in the Family Dollar, like everybody that we encountered in Fort Lauderdale was rude. Now, if there are people that watch me and you from Fort Lauderdale, tell me that I'm wrong. But when we were there, and this was years ago, maybe it might even been maybe like 8, 9, 10 years ago. But this was years ago. But everybody was rude. That's the only place that I can think of right now in my brain, because I can't think of nowhere else that I've been to, and I'm just like, I would never come here again. Because I just make fun wherever I go. So I don't know. I don't know about that. Number 8, can you recite your passport number by memory if asked? Oh, this is the question that I thought I was going to have. Yeah, got my passport, okay? Not going to show y'all my passport because guess what? My picture looks a fool. My picture looked like I was on the run from the police with Clyde and I was Bunny. And the police was coming and edging up on us and I killed Clyde and the police got me and now I'm mad. Like, that's how disturbed I look. I look upset. I look I mean, everything is in place. My hair looked together, but I just look mad. I don't know why. I was focusing so hard not to smile because I didn't want my picture to be rejected. I just look angry. Anyway, but I don't know my passport number by heart because I just got, literally last week, I just got my passport. So, maybe I might learn my passport number, but as of right now, I don't know nothing, and I'm just happy to have it. It says, let me see, what was I? Number 9, do you prefer the window seat, the aisle seat, or the middle seat on a plane? I prefer the aisle seat. I'm going to tell y'all why, and it's going to be crazy, but I prefer the aisle seat because I am claustrophobic, okay? I'm claustrophobic. I'm not like super bad where I'm in a plane and I feel like it's like growing in on me. But if I am flying alone and without anybody else, I got to, like, y'all could have the window. You want the window? You can have the window. I do not want to be in the middle. Cannot be in the middle. I need the aisle seat because for one, I don't like having to be like, excuse me, I gotta use the bathroom. No. If I need to get up and go to the bathroom, I got the aisle seat so I can do that. I literally, when I go on flights and I can pick my seat, I pick the aisle seat so so that I won't have that problem. And then this is gonna be somewhat of a crazy story, but I flew. Let me see, where did I fly to? It might have been from Vegas. I think I was flying from Vegas. Not totally sure, but I was on the window seat. This is like in the beginning of Kaya traveling and doing stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I can get the window seat, and I can see out, and blah blah blah. And this couple sat next to me. No, was I on the window seat? I can't even remember. I might have been on the aisle seat. Yeah, forget the story. Just know that they were doing some adult things on the side of me, and I think I wasn't on the window seat. I was on the aisle seat that time. Don't worry about that story. But I remember them because they was doing some stuff and that under their little blanket that they had, and I'm like, girl, for real, girl, for real, girl. Anyway, but just know that I like the aisle seat. Even like when I travel with my kids, they one get the window on the way there, one get the window on the way back. Mama don't care because she gonna sit on the aisle. It's fine. Okay, number 10. How do you pass the time on the airplane? Looking at a movie. Normally looking at a movie. I'm too much of a crazy person to fall asleep on the plane unless I'm just that tired. I was when we went to New York for my sister's bachelorette weekend. We literally went to the club that night. We went to the club the night before we was leaving. We left the club, went back to our Airbnb, changed, got our bags because we was leaving out early in the morning, and went straight to the airport. And that was the first and only time I have I have went to sleep on a plane. Before the plane took off, I was asleep, and I woke up when the plane landed. And I've never slept like that before, but that time had to. But I don't like sleep on a plane. I watch movies. I play games on my phone. But that's how I pass the time. Number 11, your most treasured passport stamp. Okay, I can't answer number 11 because we ain't got there yet. We just got her last week. But I will let you know in the future. Maybe I'll update this. Maybe at the end of 2022, I will update this video and let y'all know if there's something changed. Maybe I'll do that. Or maybe next year I'll update this video. Number 12, top 3 travel items. Okay. My top 3 travel items is this. And maybe I'll make a cruise related since I'm going on a cruise right now. I have to have my cruise folder with all my documents, my information. Matter of fact, when I go anywhere, even when we just fly somewhere, I bring that folder because that folder is my lifeline. I have to have that folder. That folder has all of our information. Normally, I print out everything. Like if we go into a hotel, I print out the hotel paperwork. I print everything out and I put it in that folder. That folder is my lifeline, and that's one. I had to have my phone. No. I'm not gonna even say that because that's not a travel. That's something New York. I had to have Lysol wipes. Lysol wipes because, and this is during COVID, before COVID, whatever, I used to wipe down the whole plane seat, all of that. I always have to have Lysol wipes with me, and emergency. And this is before COVID, during COVID. We went to Vegas with my family, and right before we went to Vegas, I think CJ got a stomach virus, then I got the stomach virus, and then my mama got it when we was going on our way to Vegas. And we literally was sitting at the table at breakfast the first day. Everybody was like passing around drinking emergency because we didn't want to be sick anymore on this trip. So since then, emergency has been a staple in my travel thing. Like I buy packs of it just to have around, and especially now COVID is here. Like that is like a staple in this house. Let me see. 13, it said hostel, hotel. I've never stayed at a hostel. I pray to God I never have to stay at a hostel. The only thing I know about a hostel is it's like you don't have your own bathroom. Some you just have like a room or you stay with people. I don't know. I heard horror stories about hostels, so I want to stay at hotels. Number 14, are you a repeat visitor or do you explore new places? Um, I can be a repeat visitor sometimes, but right now, I'm in the process of where I'm like, I need to go somewhere new. Like, normally, I pick cruises to go to Cozumel, okay? Go to Mr. Sancho's, and done. Like, that's it. But this time, and heck, everything that I'm kind of doing this year is more like, I need to do new. I need to see new. I need to go on new ships. I went on the fantasy 3 times. Did I go on it 3 times? I think I went on it 3 times. I need new. I need new in my life, and so now I'm starting to be a new person. But before it was visit the same thing. And then number 15, last but not least, what would you recommend a friend to visit? Name, city, and why? I would recommend, if we just talking about the United States, I would recommend if a person has never been to like, um, God, I can't even think of what I want to say because I think about New Orleans, but then I'm like, some people don't like that party scene life. And to me, New Orleans, I love New Orleans, but it made my nerves bad because it's like I gotta be always on 10. Then I'm like New York, but then New York made my nerves bad because I felt the same way. Uh, Vegas, maybe? I don't know. I don't know exactly. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Orlando. Y'all, I love Orlando. Even though Orlando is big, it's spread out, you need a car. I just like the fact that I can go to Disney. I can drive an hour away from there and go to the cruise port. I can go to a beach. I just like that Orlando is centrally located and there's so much you can do there. Like there's so much to do. So I'm gonna say Orlando because I like Orlando. I like flying into Orlando. Orlando, if you get a straight flight from here, is only like an hour away. Orlando. Visit Orlando. Go to the theme parks. If you don't want to go to the theme parks, go to uh go to that little strip where they got like the eye thing. I know I'm not making any sense, but there's a lot to do there. There's a lot of food. There's a lot of shopping. Orlando. Okay. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm a little crazy. I'm a little long-winded sometimes. I hope y'all enjoying whatever you're doing. If it's spring break, I hope you're having fun. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, bye.